Around trying to get us warmed up. Okay. Welcome. I'm so happy you're here. I'm so happy to see you. As I thought about our theme for tonight, I had the thought of an anchor. So sort of anchoring ourselves. And I thought that would lead to us doing a lot of root chakra, first chakra kinds of stuff. Did not lead there. Led me in a very strange direction. But what we're going to do tonight is we are going to play with this idea of feeling anchored. And we're going to do it through the energy of the earth and then through this beautiful water energy and this new to me beautiful mantra. So I'll talk more about what that looks like as we get into the practice. So let's go ahead and find a seat. And I think it might feel good tonight to just move into our bodies by giving yourself a little bit of a squeeze. So just kind of squeezing up your arms, your legs, your face, your neck, your shoulders, maybe a little massage. And just start to feel your way into this moment and into this time and into your body. Maybe even squeezing or even slightly pulling each finger. Maybe even a little bit of gentle stretching. Then when that feels complete, go ahead and find a spot where you're still. Maybe your hands rest in your lap, or maybe you place your hands on your belly or your heart or your knees. And then just notice the lingering sensation of where you sort of gave yourself that squeeze. And notice the sensation of your sit bones, your legs on the ground. And start to imagine yourself feeling really rooted here. So the sensation that I get when I'm really connected to that highest part of me is a very almost heavy, a good kind of heavy, a real settling down, a real moving down of the energy. And then from that deep, centered, still, calmly, peacefully heavy place, then that joy can kind of rise. So maybe just imagine you can feel that, or breathe deeply down into the solar plexus. And just inviting that sense of self to move all the way down into the physical body. Yeah, and maybe you sigh. Maybe the breath gets loud and deep, or maybe it gets even quieter. Okay. Now, rubbing the palms of your hands together, bringing your hands to your heart, maintaining that sense of deep-rooted connection while lifting up through the heart. Moving your eyes up to the space between your eyebrows, pressing your palms together. Feel the power of this pose that we move into, that we begin with. Heart-centered, rooted. With our eyes focused in a direction that we don't normally move them in our everyday life. A shift here. And then inhaling to tune in. Om Namo Guru Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Agare Name, Jugagare Name, Satgare Name, Sri Gurudeve Name. Agare Name, Jugagare Name, Satgare Name, Sri Gurudeve Name. Agare Name, Jugagare Name, Satgare Name, Sri Gurudeve Name. Inhale and suspend the breath. Exhale, release. Lower your hands back down. Inviting anything that feels good to invite. Any energy, any thought, any picture, any emotion. Inviting anything that will help you in this moment to feel anchored, settled, steady. And then imagine that anchor growing so that anyone else in this area or anyone else connected to you, energetically or otherwise, can feel a steadiness come about them just from your presence. So that the world in this moment becomes more steady from your steadiness. Okay, and then opening your eyes. So this first just little 3-minute warm-up that we'll do is called Call on the Spirit of Mother Earth. And you'll put your arms will come up to 60 degrees. Fingers are together, your thumb is out, and the palms are facing toward one another. Then your body is going to lean forward just a little bit here. Have a nice little neck lock. And then as you're here, wait just 1 second because I don't want your arms to get too tired. It's only 3 minutes, but you're going to visualize a flame at your heart. Visualize a flame at your heart and stay perfectly still, if possible. Perfectly still, conscious breathing. So you're really thinking about your breathing long and deep. Okay, let me just get the timer ready here. Okay, go ahead and begin. So slightly tipped forward with your body. Fingers are together, palms are facing toward one another. Long, slow, conscious breath. Focus at the image or the feeling of a flame at your heart center. Try not to move. Focus on that flame. There are powerful energies to support you in feeling anchored, in being an anchor. And you can draw on them anytime that you need to or want to. So draw on the stabilizing energy of the earth and feel it lighting up in your heart. Make the breath here even longer. Just here for another few seconds. Keep your arms and everything where it is. Inhale. Suspend the breath. And give a wish for peace, for Mother Earth, prayer. Exhale, keep your arms lifted. Inhale, suspend the breath, and feel a blessing from the Divine Mother. Exhale, one more. Inhale, suspend the breath, and feel a sweetness for life. Exhale, release the hands, and just observe for a moment the way that you feel. Okay, now we're going to totally change gears for a minute, so you can let your eyes come open. And we're going to do a really short Kriya. It's like 10 minutes long, burst of energy. It's called recharging yourself. Yeah, recharge yourself. So a lot of the time we want to be, and at least I do, I want to be centered, I want to be peaceful, I want to be calm. So I just okay, I'm just going to be calm now. And that doesn't always work, right? So a lot of times we have to work with the actual energy in our bodies before our body feels ready to cooperate in what we're trying to achieve. So that's the goal. We're just going to do this little burst of energy, move the energy in our body, and then the Kriya actually ends with sleeping or resting on your stomach. So we'll do our Gong Shavasana on our stomach today, okay? All right, so come into hands and knees for cat-cow. And this will be cat-cow with breath of fire. So go ahead and begin. Yeah, Yeah, whatever pace feels good. It may feel nice to bring your eyes up to the space between your eyebrows as you do your breath. Last 20 seconds here. Inhale, suspend the breath, squeeze root lock. Exhale, curl into cat, suspend the breath, squeeze root lock. And release. Come on down into easy pose. Okay, so this one is like, think of it like pulling a heavy rope. So you'll bring your left arm out and you'll pull that in towards your body as your right one's coming up. So it's like this movement like this. It's going to be strong and vigorous. Okay, go ahead and begin. There's no specified breath, but just keep a powerful breath. Really pull, so you're twisting your body a bit as you pull your arm back. Yeah, vigorous movement, strong breath. Move like the rope is heavy. So you're pulling there. Yeah. Doing great. You're in your last minute here. See if you can do even more vigorous for the last 20 seconds. Inhale, suspend the breath, squeeze root lock. Exhale, release. Observe for just a moment. Okay, the next one, we'll come to standing, and your arms are going to be parallel to the ground out in front of you, palms down. Then you'll sit down and stand up 20 times with your arms like this. So just kind of sit down, stand up. Okay, so count out your own 20, And I'll also just start the timer, so we'll just do 20 or however many you do in a couple of minutes here. And feel free to just make this work for you. If you need to do it from a chair or come partway down or whatever you need to do. Looks good. Yeah, it starts to get really tiring. Just do your best. Sometimes it's nice to switch which leg is in front as you sit down. May or may not make it less awkward. Yeah. So when you get to 20, rest or keep going for another 45 seconds or so. We'll see where we're at there. Good job. Okay. Now, just catching your breath for a second. I'll get the music going here. And your arms will come up over your head in prayer pose above your head. And they'll just be there for 2 minutes while we chant our Satanama. Okay. Try and straighten your elbows if you can. Satanama, Satanama. You don't have to sing, you can chant in monotone, whatever works for you. Nama, Satanama. Moving the energy up the spine, out of the crown of the head. Nama, Satanama, Satanama, Satanama. Satanama, 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 Satanama. Last 15 seconds. Satanama, Satanama, Satanama. Inhale. Exhale, lower your arms. Good. And now, that was our short, sweet little Kriya. So come lying on your stomach for Shavasana. So the instructions here are to try to sleep. So best you can, get cozy wherever you want to rest your head and neck, if you want to cover up with a blanket. Deepen your breath. Feel that. Feel you. The real anchor in all of this is you. Maybe rolling onto your back so that you can stretch a little bit, rolling your hands and your feet, or just whatever would feel good. Kind of waking the body up, maybe a little cat stretch. And then rubbing your hands and feet together. Rolling on your spine and coming back to a seated position. Sorry. I just feel really honored to be here with you guys. Sometimes I feel like I see you better than other times, and I feel like I see you now. Okay, so our meditation is kind of more of a Kriya, so it has several parts to it. And it's called Accessing the Source of Strength in You. So the idea is that we, a lot of times when we're looking for something, we're looking for peace, we're looking for stability, and we look either outward, whatever we can find out here, or we look inward, but in looking inward, we're looking at like these big emotions that are talking pretty loudly. And so the idea is that this helps us to access this deep inner strength that we have at the core of us. And I'll talk a little bit more about it as we move into it. So for the first part, you'll put your hands by your side up like this in Gyan Mudra. And then it's not super specified, but basically you're turning your wrists and your arms, just kind of turning them like in a wave-like motion, and then turning them back in. And it can be just your own sort of pattern or design here. Your eyes are supposed to stay open, so you can just find like a spot on the floor to focus on as you do this. Okay, so go ahead and begin. And we're gonna be doing this for a little while here. So just start to find a pattern. Start to find a flow. So we're doing a couple of things with this. It will help to calm the mind. It's also stimulating the gray matter in your brain, which is kind of an energizing thing, a clarifying thing. And for me, even though it doesn't say this in this particular part of the Kriya, this to me is mimicking this this motion of water, right? So in a bit here, we're going to be doing listening to and meditating with and kind of singing along with this mantra, Naranya. And Naranya is this water element. It's the quality of water. sort of the divinity of water. And it's the resting place for all of us. So when we think about this quality of water, normally we don't think of water as being an anchor, but when we think about what we have move into our lives, if we just imagine sort of floating on the water and having that beautiful, sweet surrender, moving with the waves, then that is a form of anchoring, right? Because that's anchoring in surrender. It's anchoring in the deepest parts of who you are. So continuing this motion, and now just increasing the speed of the motion for several more minutes. And perhaps just inviting yourself to feel that flow of surrender, the flow of floating. And as you feel your energy move to that place, there is no block that cannot go around. Right? If you think about the movement of water around an object, even a seemingly large or immovable object, right? It moves, it finds a way. Maybe inviting your breath to move like waves as well. Feeling that ebb and flow of the breath. Maybe even as you continue this motion for just a little bit longer here, maybe you can even ask your highest self to bring to mind the ways in which you can be a little more fluid, a little more floating, a little more water-like in your life or with people. Maybe you can even imagine all the cells of your body, all the water in your body itself harmonizing. Perhaps even noticing areas in your body that feel a little disharmonious, and then just inviting those to sort of move and wave with all the rest. About 1 minute left here. As always, you can rest if you need to, Now moving straight into the next pose. Arms come up overhead in prayer, and then move the body, rotate from the base of your spine in circles. Yeah, and you can close your eyes for this one. Elbows are trying to be straight. Just little circles from the base of your spine. Again, connect with that flowing sensation. Move with the energy of your body. Your body has a unique energy signature. It's not specified to change directions, but if you would like to, you can. We just have about 1 minute left. Moving now directly into the next one. Hands grasp opposite elbows, and then it hits your navel and then up to your forehead. So not a hard hit, but just kind of a soft hit here, up and down. Yeah. So have it actually connect with both the navel and the forehead, possible. And it doesn't say this in here. It says it helps your immune system, but I think that this is when we talk about accessing our inner strength, one of those areas of strength is our solar plexus, right? The foundation of our willpower. And to me, this motion is connecting this willpower chakra, this center, into our intuition at our third eye. So we're connecting those two things. We're connecting our willpower with our ability to see. And then can you move this one like water as well, even though the motion's very different? And then double the speed for the last 25 seconds here. Okay, inhale, exhale. We move directly into the next one as well. For this one, we'll be singing a mantra. It's a very long mantra, but just the part that, and this is the one that was new to me, but this is the one that means the water element, this quality of non-resistance. And the words that repeat often are Nam Niranjan Nir Narayan. Nam Naranjan Nir Narayan. So you can just sort of hum along, maybe sing that part or just listen. So for the first part, as we're here, your arms will be out to the side, palms up in Gyan Mudra, but wait until I get the music ready. We'll be here for a few minutes in this pose. Okay, go ahead and begin. Focus on the flow of energy in the palms of your hands. Naranjan, Niran Narayan, Nam Naranjan, Niran Narayan. One more minute here. Feel the energy in your hands. Inhale. Very slowly start to bring your hands in toward in front of your face. Maintain Gyan Mudra till it's all the way in front of your face. Pinky fingers touch. Elbows rest against your chest. And now, with this same mantra that I'll start from the beginning, just silently now meditating on this mantra, feeling the inner peace, the sacred current, this flow of your life. Feel like you're maybe like a baby in the womb. Release all resistance. Inhale. Hold the breath. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Last time. Inhale. Hold. Exhale, release your hands. And just notice the way that you feel for a couple moments here. Okay. Go ahead and shake your legs out if you need to. And then we'll move into our song to close. So, as we did earlier, let's just take this sort of anchor, this piece, this foundation that we have remembered that we have and that we are. And as we sing, just consciously send that energy out of your body and into people that you know that are suffering or into the world as a whole. So let's rub your hands together. Place your hands at your heart. Couple deep breaths here. Again, connecting to this powerful posture, your eyes up to the third eye, shoulder blades connected in the back, chest forward, chin in, connected down at your root, long through your spine. Let's inhale to begin. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. One more time. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. May you throw off the veil of forgetfulness and remember who you are. And in remembering who you are, find peace, find stability, find comfort, and be that same peace for the world. Sat Nam.